Okay, what you're looking at here is some pretty incredible video of what Elon Musk calls a product launch. The unveiling of his first tunnel came last night, his first completed subterranean route under Hawthorne, California. This is one of his ventures. It's called The Boring Company, as in dig, as in bore. And as Michael joins me, that's the whole idea. Yeah. He really hated LA traffic, and who doesn't? So he decided to just start digging, and he has.
And he has. I find LA traffic invigorating, but that all said, what's interesting about this as we look at, and that was essentially that first test that took place yesterday.
Right.
But this really started out as a joke because Elon Musk was stuck in LA traffic, which we know is famous for taking hours to get anywhere in the LA freeway. And he came up with the joke, I should just build a tunnel. Well, of course he did. And so out of that joke comes a concept and an idea. Take a look at it right now, because that test really is just a bit of what he really envisions here. So you see here, basically a car that people can get into, and it could be anything from a singular car to a multi-passenger car, and an elevator essentially would bring it down to a subterranean level, upon which it would then get latched onto a system that would move it beyond traffic. So how is this any different than surface route traffic? Well, one, it takes away individual drivers, because essentially the system will push you through the tunnel. Secondly, you're talking about high speeds here. You're achieving some 200 kilometers underground. So you would not only bypass traffic that is moving at a slower rate above ground, but you would be getting there at twice the speed.
So you drive your car onto this skate? Or?
Right now it would be Tesla cars.
Okay.
And so if you own a Tesla car,
right,
technically it could, so long as it has the proper latching equipment, because it latches onto this essentially conveyor belt.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like almost in a conveyor belt that goes through a very tight tunnel. In fact, as we look at the test car yesterday, the people that were in there, the journalists, excuse me, the journalists that were in that tunnel said it felt very tight. And so you do need a guidance system to push you through. Now, they were only going about 50 kilometers yesterday, but they said the very fact that it was such a small tunnel made it feel that much faster. Imagine going through that small space at 200 kilometers per hour. This distance was only about 3 kilometers before they ended their ride, but it was a vision of the future from Elon Musk as a way of alleviating traffic.
Yeah, one of the reporters felt a little queasy from that. It looks to me like Space Mountain or some sort of futuristic roller coaster rather than a solution to traffic snarls, but at least it's underway. Now, he's talking about a loop. What is that? Yeah,
well, and this is, a lot of people are wondering how this is any different from the loop, because Elon Musk also has this idea of creating these subterranean loops between cities. And so, for example, you'd go from New York City to Washington, D.C. in 29 minutes. Imagine that's about an hour-long plane ride, so cut in half underground. Excuse me, struggling with my throat today. And a lot of people are questioning, how does this differ from the loop? And that's a good question, because really we're talking about Elon Musk, right? Like, I mean, we're talking about a man who has these many ideas, throws the spaghetti on the wall, and to see what actually sticks. So what he conceives as an underground way of avoiding traffic might actually evolve into part of a loop system that goes intercity to get you from place to place quicker without having to fly. But you have to bear in mind that, that 3-kilometer tunnel that was built under Hawthorne, take out the R&D, take out the equipment, the physical cost of that was just $10 million for just 3 kilometers. So imagine going city to city. How's this all going to work out? Good question. Another question is, how does the underground subterranean level really differ than, a subway?
Well, yes.
Right?
Yes.
So there's a lot of questions to be answered here. But suffice to say, Elon Musk is a man with ideas. He likes to test those ideas, and so we saw a test of this idea. Whether or not this is what will eventually evolve into becoming this bore system beneath cities or something greater like a loop intercity, well, we're going to have to see. It's a fascinating ride to follow Elon Musk.
He just generated, he's getting a lot of private capital. He just generated some $500 million from investors privately now that he has this to show them. So there are believers, and we'll see.
Well, you absolutely think about it. Here's a man who conceived electric cars, forced big car companies to adopt to electric cars, also conceived of, I'll do a private space company. We now have Falcon X. So a lot of people look to Elon Musk as pushing the way forward. Not all the spaghetti will stick,